Hello everyone, my name is Karthik and I welcome you to this session. In this training session, we are going to talk about Meyer Bakemaster. It's a bakeware range. It's a range which is made of carbon steel. We're going to talk about construction. We are also going to talk about non-stick. We are also going to talk about something special about this bakeware range, what and how to use it, and all those factors we're going to learn about in this particular video. So keep watching. So let's first talk about body construction. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of bakeware material available in the market. Some people like cheaper version because they don't do baking a lot. And that's the reason they'll go for something as cheap as 150 rupees or 200 rupees for a bakeware that is made of aluminum. That aluminum can be easily crushed. It is not very durable, and I wouldn't say that it can really bake what you are after. And if you're looking for good quality baking thing, I would not suggest that sort of the aluminum tin. There is another thing which is called cast iron, but cast iron is for commercial use and that's very heavy, so you may not want to use it at your place. Silicon bakeware is becoming popular, but that is only for intricate shape. Now when you talk about silicon, it is very it can wobble. If you're talking about a cake of this particular size, it may not be able to hold the batter properly, so we would not recommend silicon. So what are people after? People are looking for something which is durable. People are looking for something which will release the food very easily. People are looking for something stylish, and of course when it comes from a brand that makes it a choice for them to buy. We are talking about Meyer Bakemaster. As you can see, it's a beautiful looking bakeware, and there are many SKUs. We'll discuss that in a later part. Here what we need to understand is that this is made of carbon steel. Carbon steel is very durable. It is super strong, and as you can see, it is very difficult to bend. It can go in the oven and microwave, and when I'm talking about microwave, I'm talking about convection mode. This has non-stick coating which is inside and outside. So here as well, on the outside and inside, there is non-stick coating, so the food doesn't get stuck at all. It's a great release, and you also do not have to use a lot of greasing or butter. Only if you want to add taste to your food, perhaps you want to do that. Otherwise, this is a great non-stick which will release your food without oil too. So let's talk about something that makes my Bakemaster special. First thing is, of course, it is made from carbon steel. The body construction is very strong. Another thing is non-stick inside and outside, which ensures a food release. At the same time, you will see honeycomb design. Okay, I just want to show you here honeycomb design. This is great when it comes to cushioning food release, and at the same time these air pockets will brown the base, okay, and that is going to give you that beautiful texture and taste at the same time. That's very good, and people love this about this particular Bakemaster range. Another thing that you need to understand is that from freezer to oven, a lot of metal will crack. This is a particular metal that can go from freezer to oven. 240 degrees is the maximum temperature that it can withstand. And when we talk about just oven, we are also talking about convection mode in microwave. When we talk about non-stick on this particular Bakemaster range, it is again a premium quality non-stick which helps you release food with zero oil, I can say. Only if you want to add flavor, you can grease it with the oil and butter. Maybe if you want to do that, that's your choice, but you can actually do it without oil too. There are a lot of recipes that we have made without greasing the pan, but if you want, you can do that. Again, non-stick is premium, and the quality is so high that there is no harmful chemical, because Meyer is known for safety of your family. We are not using any harmful chemical coating. It is 100% safe for you and your family. There is no PFOA, no lead, no cadmium, no harmful chemical. I'm reiterating, 100% safe for you and your family. This non-stick coating is going to release the food, easy to clean from the outside. And again, there are certain tips that we will share with you how to maintain this non-stick in a bit. Okay, so when it comes to non-stick, people are a little worried about the use and care. It's super easy to maintain. All that you need to understand is that any coated product like this particular one does not require any harsh usage, which means if you're using a kind of spatula or any sort of spoon, anything which is sharp in nature that can make that scratch mark, and the non-stick coating will go bad, it will get damaged and you'll have to discard it eventually. So we recommend silicone nylon accessories. Meyer offers you great accessory range which can be used on bakeware while you're lifting the food, or maybe you're mixing it, so that does not give a scratch on the surface. At the same time, while you're cleaning it, you don't really have to use scouring, abrasive scouring pads. You don't have to use steel wool, because that will also damage the surface, which we don't want. So simple sponge foam, easy to clean. And now when it comes to heat, because it is a bakeware mostly used in oven, I would say that I leave it to you how you're going to use it. Because if you're going to heat it, okay, more than required time, and your food is going to get burned, of course that will get stuck onto the surface, and that burnt food is very difficult to clean, because of which there could be difficulty in non-stick to release the remaining food that is burnt, and in the process it can also scratch or damage the non-stick. So you really have to take care of that you're cooking food as per the recipe. If you have your own recipe, just ensure that you're not overcooking it or overheating it. So if you're able to take care of this, the bakeware will last a longer period. It is, again, as I said, made of super strong material, carbon steel, which is very durable. And with non-stick, it's a great bakeware range that you can buy. Okay, so let's talk about the utility and range that we offer. When we talk about bakeware, people think of cake. That is correct. But it is not just cake that you put in the oven to bake. It could be a pizza, it could be a baguette tray, the one that you get at a sandwich outlet. You also make chicken, roasted chicken. You can also finish your dish like pasta. There are a lot of dish which are not only dessert but savory too, that you can bake in the oven. For that you require different sort of bakeware. Meyer offers you about 18 to 19 SKUs of bakeware, maybe more than that. There's a list that keeps on adding. And we have spring foam cake, as you can see in front of me. Just wanted to show you. We have different size depending on the size of your family and the way you want to prepare your cake. You have loaf tin, specially used for breads. You have again 3 sizes here. Then you have this baguette tray. If you know your sub sandwiches, that's how you can bake your bread at your place. You have a pizza crisper with a perforated base, so that the base is also crispier, because of this hole, the heat will bake the base too. Now you get other things as well. You get a cookie tray, you get a donut tray, you get a lot of articles in this Bakemaster. So people like Meyer because of the quality and the range that we offer to them. So let's talk about compatibility. As I discussed with you earlier, that this is made of carbon steel. Carbon steel is a metal, and any metal can go in oven up to a certain temperature. This is 240 degrees, which is the highest that you can get when it comes to metal in a regular kitchen environment. Apart from that, it is dishwasher safe 100%. However, I do not recommend people to use sharp object with bakeware in the dishwasher, because if they come in touch, it might give a scratch on the surface. So just be careful there. And again, when we talk about microwave, I'd say a new microwave or new technology has that convection mode. You can switch that on and you can put the metal bakeware in the convection mode of a regular microwave too. But ensure that your microwave does have that particular option. That is something that you need to check. Otherwise, it is a beautiful bakeware. You're going to enjoy your baking, and keep sharing that with your family too. So this was Meyer Bakemaster. We learned what is it made of, how about the non-stick coating. We also learned different articles available. We understood something special about this particular Bakemaster. Now, if you have questions, do raise them, do ask them. You can write a mail to me, and I'd be very happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much.